100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers.
Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep the score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers. Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Ay, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey.
Snow and Lambeau, Coach. Something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Go! 180!
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Alert, 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 alert. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Check it out, 18, 18.
Now Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Bravo. Don't be scared of it. Mike's 59.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Motion. Hey, 18.
Here's Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
You got tight right there. Check three. You.
A first down carry for Henry. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
On three. Motion. Shoot. Hey, alert. Alert. Hey, box truck.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, ball. Red, up. Watch that. Protein spill. Alert. Hey, Delta.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check safety.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Trubisky. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Come on, now. Check 4, check 4. Hands up. Check who draw Porter. Switch gears.
Derrick Henry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Exit. 59. Watch the slit. Check.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jimmy Graham, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double dog. That's the way. 59.
Now it's Rodgers. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 41 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Squeeze, double. Sponge. No. Showing it.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Shit. Slam.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Marr now to kick this one away.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Alert! Hey, 18. Crush. Yep.
Trubisky will throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 30. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 55 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
On 1st down, Henry. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. Kill. Switch. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Here we go. Jet.
Move.
Jet.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 14 yards away as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Alert 3.
Jump out.
Mike 59.
Smoke.
59.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm going to run you over.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
50.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Right here, right here.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike, check, 59.
Back north.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Man, let's get some penetration here.
Buzz.
Mike's 59.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too.
Let's go.
And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Let's get this.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right
Over.
They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Peyton. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have now moved out in front. Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Lock in, lock in.
Switch. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
59.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Throws right side, and that's complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
One.
Check 59, Mike.
Man, come.
Mike to 59.
No, let's run. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike, check.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Mike's 59.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our. Hey,
Echo.
59 Mike.
To throw again. Rodgers. Going deep here for Taylor. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor, and it's 3rd down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike, check. 59.
Hey, Zoo.
I got you.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike.
Hey, 88.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Done.
3 bucks.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Watch the flag. Motion. Block.
Inside.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the curl.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come get some.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I'm
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Inside.
Running right, here's Dillon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47.
Check 31, check 31.
Hoka over here.
Check 13.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. It's caught by Funchess. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Exit, exit.
Move.
On first down, it's Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Zoom. 26.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Hey, Alpha.
Now on 2nd and 16. Rodgers. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Go.
On play action, now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And Graham's got it. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. It's Henry. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Right back to him on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Team 6. Team 6.
They go play action with Trubisky. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. The Bears on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On first down, Jones. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll run on first down. Dillon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Choose the mic. I know he ain't got it. Hey, right now, you got 58.
They'll try the right side with Jones. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Watch twitch.
Inside. Jump out.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Mike. 258. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
50.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Rip left. Rip left.
Hey, orbit.
To throw on third down. Rodgers letting one go deep. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, son.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Preston Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Check.
Now it's Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Preston Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And he's going to go down again. Zadarius Smith, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Here's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? To throw is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
54, 18.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. One last shot for Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very clean game. No